2018 GMC Acadia Review. The GMC Acadia is usually a comfortable SUV, as well as its optional third-row seat adds versatility. With a car-like ride and lighter construction that allows for downsized, more fuel-efficient engines, large crossovers have largely supplanted traditional sport utility vehicles. It was only natural that GMC, then recognized for its pickups and truck-based SUVs, was embroiled in the craze approximately a decade ago. The 2018 Acadia could be the newest version of GMC's first car-based utility vehicle. This three-row crossover was fully redesigned not too long ago, a transformation that made the 2017 Acadia smaller and lighter compared to the previous model. Handling and fuel economy were improved on the expense of passenger and cargo room. Nevertheless, you wouldn't see the pinch until you habitually filled the next row with kids. For those inside first and second rows, the Acadia is spacious around, and both back rows fold flat for the pull of the strap for max carrying capacity. The rest with the cabin is airy and welcoming, although overall design is much more focused on function than form. That said, if you feel competitors' interiors look a little busy, you will likely enjoy the Acadia's more toned-down approach. Though a four-cylinder engine is obtainable, we presume it's outmatched from the sheer weight it's inspired to move. Better to upgrade on the optional V6, specifically if you plan on frequently ferrying relatives and buddies. Overall, we believe the 2018 GMC Acadia can be a solid selection for a comfortable three-row crossover SUV. But it may also be worth your time and energy to look at some other rival models, particularly if expansive third-row seat space and a lot of cargo room are priorities in your case. What's new? The 3.6-litre V6 is available on SIL1 AWD models. Last year's all-terrain package deleted the third-row seat, nonetheless it can now be ordered with the next row intact. The SL is enticing, nonetheless it's an exclusive order-only model that you will never find through the dealership. Though you can buy the SIL1 on lots, it does not add much and expenses thousands more. The SIL2 is usually a better deal, it's cost-effective and adds an electrical liftgate, power driver seat and heated front seats. Its available driver alert eye package may be the least expensive method to add blind spot monitoring on the Acadia. Whichever trim you ultimately choose, we believe it's worth checking your box for the V6. Its superior performance is going to be appreciated if carrying passengers or towing. Trim levels and features. The 2018 GMC Acadia emerges in SL, SLE, SLT and DNL trim levels. The SL model appears like a great deal, unless you realize that it is a custom-order model you could to wait so that it is built. There are two mount mid-grade SLE trim. The SIL1 is simply a minor upgrade in the SL. However, you get it for a dealership. As you move, the SIL2 adds a much more substantial volume of upgrades. A well-equipped SLT trim will be the next step up, plus it, too, is split between SLT1 and SLT2 levels. The DNL trim rounds out the lineup with several exclusive high-end features. Depending on trim, the midsize Acadia emerged in a Toro, 5-passenger configuration or possibly a 3-row configuration with seating for 6 with second-row captain's chairs or 7 having a second-row bench. A 2.5-litre 4-cylinder engine, 193 horsepower, 188 pound-feet of torque is standard on SL, SLE and SLT1 models. EH 3.6-litre V6 310 horsepower, 271 lb-ft is standard on SLT2 and DNL models and optional on SIL1 with all-wheel drive, SIL2 and SLT1 trims. Both engines are paired to your 6-speed automatic. Technically, GMC sells an Acadia from the SL trim, using a 7-passenger seating configuration and front-wheel drive. white and silver exterior paint are actually the only alternatives on this trim. Its features include 17-inch alloy wheels, heated mirrors, keyless ignition and entry, an automatic climate control, a height-adjustable driver seat, a leather-wrapped tyre, GMC's team driver system, Bluetooth, a 7-inch touch screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone app integration, a rear-view camera, OnStar with 4G LTE and also a Wi-Fi hotspot, plus a 6-speaker audio system that has a USB port and auxiliary input. It's a built-to-order trim, however, so you're more than likely going to view the next level SL1 on dealer lots. The SL1 trim adds only LED running lights and satellite radio. As you move the SL2 steps it with 18-inch wheels, fog lights, an electric liftgate with programmable height stops, roof rails, remote engine start, an 8-way power adjustable driver seat and heated front seats. The SL2 and above trims come standard with middle-row captain's chairs that reduce passenger chance to 6, nevertheless the second row bench can be obtained. The SL2's available driver alert type package adds blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert and rear parking sensors. Opting to the SLT1 trim adds the driver alert type package, an auto-dimming driver side and rear view mirror, a better driver information display, a household-style power outlet, leather upholstery, power-adjustable front seats with lumbar adjustment, plus an 8-speaker Bose audio system using a subwoofer. The SLT2 trim adds 20-inch wheels, the V6 engine, a trailering package, driver seat memory functions and heated outboard middle-row seats. Also included will be the Driver Alert 2 package, which is all in the supporting Driver Alert features plus lane departure warning and mitigation, forward collision warning with pedestrian detection and automatic braking at low speeds, automatic high beams, front parking sensors, as well as a safety alert driver seat that buzzes when alerts are triggered. An 8-inch touch screen is accessible on SL2, SLT1 and SLT2 models. It is paired using the Bose head unit and upgraded driver info display about the SL2, also it can be built with navigation for the SLT trims. The top of the line Deanly rounds out the lineup with polished wheels, xenon headlights, a distinctive grille, a hands-free liftgate, the 8-inch touchscreen with navigation, a configurable virtual gauge display, ventilated front seats, and also a heated and power-adjustable tyre. The Deanly can also be eligible to the optional technology package that contributes a 360-degree parking camera and adaptive cruise control. You will get all-wheel drive on all Acadias except the bottom SL. A two-panel sunroof is accessible on SL2 trims and above. An all-terrain package is also entirely on SL2 and SLT1 trims and adds the V6 engine, distinct exterior treatments, hill descent control, a much more advanced all-wheel drive system and also a cargo management system SLT1 only. If 5-passenger seating is specified, Traverse climate control is replaced by dual zone control with rear vents. Finally, a particular suspension with adaptive dampers is optional for AWD SLT2 and Deanly trims. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically will come in multiple versions which can be fundamentally similar. The S with this review derived from our full test with the 2017 GMC Acadia 3.6 litres V6, 6-speed automatic, AWD. Driving. A strong all-around performer, the Acadia is suitable to its mission as a cushy, easy-to-drive family hauler. There is never too little power with all the V6 engine, plus the ride quality is well controlled over most roads. Strong, easy-to-modulate brakes round out its impressive capabilities. Acceleration. When equipped using the V6 engine, the Acadia is never for a loss for power. It takes far from a stop quickly and pulls up hills without difficulty. We measured a 0 to 60 mph use of 6.3 seconds, That's impressive to get a vehicle in this size. Braking. The Acadia carries a well-tuned braking mechanism that drivers of types will quickly realize accommodating. An easy-to-modulate pedal and a lot of stopping power. Our testing demonstrated that, even with multiple aggressive stops, there were no decrease in stopping power. Steering. Lightly weighted steering allows you to maneuver in parking lots as well as speed within the highway. The drawback, however, is restricted road feel when you find yourself driving around turns. Handling. The Acadia has a tendency to want to push wide in turns, which can be typical in the vehicle similar to this, but overall it handles its considerable weight quite nicely. Drivability. Overall feel through the steering, the brakes, the pedal and suspension is extremely good. It's perfectly tuned due to this kind of vehicle. The V6 is strong in any way speeds, plus the transmission is attentive to all gas pedal inputs. Comfort. The Acadia is really a very comfortable vehicle for trips or daily errands. The Acadia has soft, forgiving seats and also a compliant suspension that smooths out most road imperfections. Road noise and wind noise are kept well in balance. Seat comfort. The front seats lack aggressive bolstering, but they are comfortable over a long time. The rear seats have short cushions, but they are well contoured. The third row is tighter than from the previous Acadia. There's enough room for carpool duty, but longer trips will be uncomfortable even for kids. Ride comfort. The Acadia gets high marks. It assimilates rough roads wonderfully and with little or no cabin noise intrusion. It's not too soft and also feels under control. The all-terrain model is surprisingly supple to get a vehicle with 20-inch wheels and tires. Noise and vibration. Very quiet about the road. There's minimal wind or road noise if you are driving about the highway, and engine noise rarely intrudes. High marks. Climate control. There's a dual automatic climate control beforehand along with additional controls to the rear. The layout is not hard with minimal buttons. There are 8 fan speeds, as well as the lowest speed is acceptably low. Dual seat heaters, back and cushion and ventilation can be found depending on trim. Interior. The overall design in the interior is simple with easy-to-use controls. It feels a lot more a car from driving compared to several of its competitors, but outward visibility is about the identical. Shorter drivers will appreciate its relatively low steep in height. Ease beneficial. The Acadia uses precisely the same overall layout since the GMC Sierra pickup, and that is good. A minimal volume of knobs and buttons help it become easy to figure things out. But it's not so luxurious looking. Entering, getting out. A low steep in height can make it very easy to get in and out. An average-size adult will drop down slightly when entering, so there is not any climbing up to the Acadia. The doors are light, plus they open wide. But discussing fans in the door handle design, since the handles can pinch fingers easily. Driving position. It feels more car-like as opposed to Honda Pilot. The windshield angle is steep, however the base in the windshield sits low. You can rest your elbows easily about the door plus the center console. Roominess. With the seat entirely back, you'll be able to barely achieve the pedals. And your head is nowhere at the ceiling. The high console helps it feel somewhat tight beforehand. The second row is around average, but the next row is quite tight. Visibility. The steep windshield angle decreases the overall view forward. The windshield's pillars are average size. The rearmost pillars are thick with smallish back windows. The mirrors are average size. The rear view camera has good coverage, however, not the clearest picture. Quality. Inside, the parking button is a center. The quarter panels on the front roof pillar don't line up for the inside or outside. Other interior areas appear and feel fine. Utility. There's a decent amount of space while using second row folded, even so the Acadia isn't outstanding in other areas. There's not a great deal of storage space at the start, and also the limited area behind your third row means you'll want to pack light. Small item storage. The center console is deep but square, so doesn't necessarily fit anything more than a pen. There can be a small bin in front from the shifter for items like keys. The shallow door bins don't hold anything very sizable. There's an average size glove box and also a place for sunglasses within the overhead console. Cargo space. Open the liftgate and you've a wide, unobstructed cargo floor with your third row seat folded to cooperate with. Remote release handles allow it to become easy to fold the next row. Note, however, that together with the optional third row in position, there's only enough space to get a couple duffel bags. Child safety seat accommodation. Such as the easy-to-find latch attachment anchor points. The raised center seat on models with all the second row bench causes it to be more awkward to adjust to a child seat inside the middle. Technology. The touchscreen technology interface used inside Acadia is one from the easier systems to use in a glance. It favors the functions you use usually, which is really a plus. Bluetooth pairing is easy and quick. Audio and navigation. The standard GM touchscreen interface is often good on account of simple menus and huge, easy-to-watch icons. There are knobs for tuning and volume, that are always a bonus. The rest in the controls are kept into a minimum to relieve clutter. Smartphone integration. Both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto can be obtained. Bluetooth pairing is easy and quick.